It's an open secret.
Hey, you!
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Teach me something.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Everybody knows by now.
Good. Your strength has increased.
Said.
You don't say.
I don't believe that.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Someone's got to do the work.
Who says things like that?
Really, how interesting. You don't say.
Are you looking for something?
Is it that obvious? Yes, I have an assignment from the water mages to look for some lost ornament.
That's convenient. I have the same assignment from Nefarious.
So you belong to the Ring of Water?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
I'm glad. Then I don't have to do this alone.
Have you already found an ornament?
I found the place where we should find one. This stone circle could be one of those structures that Nefarious described. Now, we just have to find the mechanism we're supposed to look for. Hey!
I tried the mechanism. It doesn't do anything at all.
Then Lobart's farmers were right. They said that one of them had already played around with the stones here. A stone sentinel appeared out of nowhere and attacked them. The farmers called the militia. The militiamen called the paladins, who came and destroyed the monster. I've already searched the whole area. If there was an ornament here, the paladins have it now.
Then I'll go to them and demand the ornament back.
All right, I'm going to the city now. We'll meet again at Vatris's.
He didn't get that from me.
Wait a minute.
So you're one of us.
Then I got some useful information for you. Some of the houses up here have secret panels that can only be opened by hidden switches. People hide their valuables behind them.
What are you doing here?
What do you think, huh? I'm a gardener. I take care of the garden.
You're pretty much by yourself here, aren't you?
Yes, and it should stay that way. I'm glad that I have some peace here. Once, they wanted to send me to the penal colony because I did some guy in. But Larius, the governor, needed another gardener, and so I could stay here. Over time, this garden has become my home, and I'm content with that.
Are you growing herbs as well?
A few. I'm growing fireweed and fire nettles. I also tried swamp weed, but that doesn't really thrive here. Well, I just harvested. So if you want to buy something.
I've got some weed tobacco here. Want to smoke?
I don't know it, but sure, give it here. I'll roll myself a smoke. Harsh stuff. I think I'd better not smoke any more of it.
Show me your wares. I'm looking for a metal ornament. It should have been by the stone circle near Lobar's farm.
If you mean this thing here, we suspected that it might be a magical rune, but it turned out to be completely worthless. You can have it if you like. I have no use for it.
Really didn't deserve that.
That's really not my problem.
Hey, you!
I can't believe
Show me
that.
your wares.
That doesn't surprise me.
Don't say you didn't know that.
Will it ever change?
I wouldn't be so sure.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I've got my own opinion about that.
You listened to the wrong people.
You didn't get that from me.
I never knew that.
You really didn't deserve that.
It's a bad business.
You didn't get that from me.
You listened to the wrong people.
You really didn't deserve that.
That was obvious all along.
I'm not touching that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
You listened to the wrong people.
There you are again.
I want to sell the weapons I forged.
Then make some.
Teach me how to forge a decent sword. I got the missing ornament from Lord Hagen.
You see? I thought the paladins had
in
it.
all the beings equally. But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the land and chose the beast. And Beliar...
That's what I've always said.
There's another of those scummy memes.
One less monster around.
I've still got
Well
it.
done!
Where do you think you're going?
How would that be any concern of yours?
Then I'll have to explain it to you carefully.
Slug him! Finish him! Slug him! Watch out! Finish him! Slug him! Finish him! Don't stop now! Parry then! Let that be a lesson. Slug him! Watch out! Don't Finish stop him now! Hit the spot.
Don't try that again. All right, you win. What do you want?
And? How are things?
Not many people come this way, but up to now, every one of them has paid my toll. Except you.
Hey! Everything all right?
Ah, an unfamiliar wanderer. I am very busy, so what do you want?
What are you doing here?
Well, the things a woodcutter and hunter usually do.
What interesting things are there to see here?
Interesting is well put. If you go deeper into the woods here, you'll run into some very evil fellows. They're about 10 feet tall, hairy, and in a really bad mood. So don't go there if you're not strong enough for them.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
Sure, but first get me something decent to eat. I'm dying of hunger out here. I want a bottle of milk, a loaf of bread, and a fat ham. Then I'll teach you what you want.
Here's the food you wanted.
Fantastic. And now? One less monster around.
Hey! Teach me how to fight.
I only train mercenaries or worthy candidates.
Is it really true?
Will you look at that?
What do you want?
Have you joined the city beggars? Looks like it. I'll tell you something. No matter what you're wearing, I can see right through you.
Nothing
to me anymore. You're just a greasy little idler, nothing more.
That from me.
What's your problem?
I know people of your sort. All talk, no guts. I detest somebody who dresses up all important and brags about his heroic deeds. Just yesterday, I slugged one of the boys here in the mouth because he claimed he could bring down a black troll with one hand tied behind his back.
So what?
What's that supposed to mean? So what? Have you ever seen a black troll, Big Mouth? Do you have any idea how big those monsters are, man? If you just get one step too close to them, they'll tear you to pieces.
Don't say you didn't know that.
I've killed a black troll already.
You're asking for it, huh? I ought to rip your head off.
I can't believe that.
But I've got a better idea.
Is it really
If you're such a great fighter, then prove it.
What's in it for me?
Stupid question. Your honor and your jaw in one piece?
That's not a whole lot, is it?
I'm not touching that.
Shall we say, I'll pay you a ton of money if you bring me the hide of a black troll. How's that sound?
Better.
Then what are you waiting for?
That's all just gossip.
I've got the hide of a black troll.
Impossible. Show me. Incredible. What do you want for it?
Give me what you got.
Okay. I give you 500 gold pieces and toss in 3 strong healing potions. What do you say?
Listen to the wrong people.
Done.
It was a pleasure.
Everything else all right?
Are you trying to get on my good side now, or what? Beat it.
It's the first I've heard of it.
I never knew that.
Can you teach me how to handle two-handed weapons?
Listen, boy. It takes a lot of strength to wield a two-handed weapon. Why don't you slink off to the pasture for a game of Ring Around the Rosie with the sheep?
I am strong enough.
Nonsense. You couldn't even lift a decent sword like mine.
I said I am strong enough.
Oh, you're killing me. Want to risk a little bet?
I bet I can handle your sword.
Really? How much should I relieve you of? Well, you look like a poor sucker. Let's make it 30 gold pieces. Do you even have that much?
Sure.
Let me see, then.
Here.
All right, let's see how strong you are.
About this strong.
Looks like you got me there. I never expected that. You really don't look like you have that much strength in you. Well, I guess I just lost 30 gold pieces. Here you are. Now, give me back my weapon.
Here you are. How are things?
What do you want from me, weenie?
How's it going?
You don't belong here. You'd better go hang out somewhere else.
Can you teach me how to handle two-handed weapons?
I'm not a bad fighter, but that doesn't mean I'm a good teacher. Still, I think I can show you the basics of two-handed combat anyway.
Hello, pretty girl.
What do you want?
What's your job here?
I sell the goods that we produce. If you want to buy something, just let me know. But let me warn you, I won't stand for either haggling or stealing, understood?
Show me your wares.
What can I offer you?
Hey!
What's up?
People from the city aren't welcome here.
The mercenaries came from everywhere?
Most of them came from the penal colony. Another group of mercenaries came from the south, where they were probably hunting orcs. I bet that a few of the bandits from the mountains have shown up as well by now to get a free meal. Huh.
Forever. That's not what I heard at the time. You have to step in and sort things out. Nobody will let.
Doing all right?
Hey, I know you. From the colony. What do you want here?
Do you have anything to sell?
Oh, don't ask. Bennett, one of the new guys, takes care of the weapons and armor now. In the colony, I was responsible for Lee's entire weapons store. And then along came a trained smith and pow, I'm out of a job. I desperately need a new job, even if all I do is guard the farms out there. I don't care, just as long as I'm not twiddling my thumbs here anymore.
That was obvious. I'll agree with you completely.
Can you teach me anything?
I can teach you a few tricks in handling a bow if you want. I don't have anything better to do right now anyway.
I want to learn more about archery.
What should I teach you?
We listen to the wrong people.
Have you tried finding a job in town?
In the city? Wild horses couldn't drag me there. Or do you think I would want to work there as a militia soldier? I can just imagine myself in the courtier's uniform, and then that obsession with obedience. Nah, forget it. There may not be anything to do here on the farm, but at least I can do what I want.
And? Found a new task yet?
Not so far. Let me know if you have a job for me.
I've come to join you.
Why not? I've got nothing against it. Anyway, you freed our mine from the guards back then. But don't count on getting along with the others here so easily. A lot of newbies have come along since then, and some of the old mercenaries won't remember you. I almost didn't recognize you. You look rather haggard.
When the barrier fell, I barely got away with my life.
Looks like you got lucky then.
First I've heard of it. That's the first I heard in the end.
Hello, I'm new here.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not really in the mood for conversation. I'm totally wrecked.
You're awfully busy, huh?
You can say that again. Bennett makes so many weapons that I can hardly keep up with the polishing.
Can you teach me anything? Can I buy weapons from you?
I don't have much. We take almost all the swords and axes into NotR's house.
That's the truth.
Hey!
I do not sell any weapons. Khaled does. He's in the house with NotR.
What about forging equipment?
What do you need?
That's the truth. NotR himself was after him. Why haven't I heard about this? I agree with you completely.
Can you teach me how to forge a sword?
Sure. That'll cost you a bit, though. Let's say 30 gold pieces. That's the first I could sell
Maybe
you.
later.
That's exactly what I said.
Of course, we got it in the end. I never resolved myself.
Who said that?
Have you ever tried shroom tobacco?
Sounds interesting. Give it here. All right, here we go.
More trouble. Nothing's ever going to change that. Do you really think?
Have you ever smoked that stuff yourself?
Well...
Some problems solve themselves. Nobody ever asked me.
Have you or haven't you?
I've been sort of busy.
Oh, shit. Holy robar!
That's nothing.
That stuff is way too harsh. Don't even try it.
All kinds of rumors.
What are you smoking there?
Want a toke?
Exactly what I said. Not my problem.
Sure.
He should have known. No secret. That's totally
That's
obvious.
all just gossip.
Not bad, huh?
Exactly what
Where
I
did you get the stuff?
Let's wait and see what happens. I don't want it to happen sooner or later.
I have my sources.
Business.
Do you do anything besides smoke?
Not at the moment.
This is the wrong people.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Hey! How are things?
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
It's possible.
I used to deal in swamp weed back in the colony. Remember?
And what are you dealing in now?
Ah, don't ask. I brought a whole package of swamp weed with me from the mining colony. Many of the mercenaries like a little smoke now and then. I've earned a small fortune on the side. But some bastard stole all the weed from my chest. I'm pretty sure it was that Bodo. He bunks in the same room as me, and he always grins at me like such an idiot.
What are you going to do about the thief then?
One of these days, I'll catch him puffing away on my weed. And then, I'll find a quiet spot and teach him a lesson he won't forget. If I knock him down here in the middle of the yard, the other farmers will notice, and I'll pay an arm and a leg.
How come?
Quite simple. We can't rough up the farmers, otherwise Lee makes us pay a heavy fine. That's the way NotR wants it. And the more witnesses there are, the more of a fuss there is. That makes things more expensive. So I'll pull the thing off nice and inconspicuously.
Show me your wares.
I don't have any swamp weed at the moment. Do you want something else?
Do you really think myself just gossip?
Hey!
I'm not telling you anything new.
Cypher told me somebody stole a package of swamp weed from him.
And?
He thinks you're the one who took it.
Oh, that's why the guy is always gawping at me so stupidly. I've been extra friendly to him lately because he seems to have hit a rough spot. But there was nothing I could do. I'd look at him friendly-like and he'd stare at me like he wanted to kill me.
Don't say you didn't know that.
He would have thought of that himself.
You have to tell me how to sort things out.
Hey!
Do you really believe that?
NotR himself was after him. It can't go on.
How's it going?
The king's troops aren't exactly welcome on the farm. A lot of people here may talk to you anyway, but you certainly won't make yourself popular.
In town, they're talking about a peasants' revolt.
Nonsense. We aren't doing anything except defending what we've worked hard for. It's certainly true that the war is being fought on the backs of the peasants. But NotR is no longer prepared to just stand by and watch while the king bleeds us dry.
About it differently.
Can I rest somewhere around here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the barn. But don't lie down in a mercenary's bed by mistake. NotR makes sure that they leave us farmers alone. But with strangers who don't belong on the farm, the mercenaries can do whatever they like.
It can't go on like this forever.
It's all just gossip.
I used to say that myself.
Cypher told me that someone stole a package of swamp weed from him. Would you know anything about that?
No.
Do you really think? To listen.
Where's the package?
What do I know?
I'll knock it out of you.
Relax, I'm way too stoned to fight with you. Here, first take a big toke.
Been there, done that.
Where's the package?
What do I know?
Who said that? Get away with that?
Hey, you!
Been there, done that.
I know who took your weed.
Who? Was it that Bodo?
No, one of the mercenaries did it. Dar.
That bastard. Where is he?
Finding him won't help you. He doesn't have the package anymore. He sold it in Carinus.
Where is he?
Behind the kitchen building on the corner.
I'll flatten him.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Tell me you didn't know that.
Anything's possible. As if I didn't have enough time. That's pretty true. That stuff was over. His decision, wasn't it? Those are all just rumors.
Oh my God! A fight!
I've got no time for things like that. I don't want to hear that. You don't have to tell me that. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
You poor sucker. You didn't even have any gold on you.
Wait a minute.
Better watch out.
You really gave Dar what for? Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, that felt good.
Not to him, I suppose.
The little beggar has no business going through my chest.
Nobody ever asked.
Would this package of swamp weed happen to be yours?
Well, I'll be... Where'd you get that?
It's a long story.
Doesn't matter. Really, you're a decent guy. Here, take this as a reward. Have fun with it. First, let me roll a few.
That was no big deal. As if I didn't have enough anymore.
Blabbermouth, you told Cypher I took his weed.
Tell me that isn't true. Nobody ever asked you. Why haven't I heard that letter?
Hey! How's it going?
Have I given you permission to address me?
Hey, asshole!
You don't actually think I'd get involved in a duel with you? Go crawl back under your rock.
Is it really true? He would have thought of that himself.
What do you think of Lee?
Oh, he's a good fighter. I wouldn't ever want to pick a fight with him. Unless, of course, it couldn't be avoided.
A lot of people talk about you.
A lot of people talk too much.
How's it going?
Have I given...
Nobody will learn anything from me. Know that.
Hey, you!
Silvio doesn't like being talked to. You might have gathered as much by now.
They're smashing each other.
Finish him!
Let him have it! Let him have it! Ouch! That hurt!
Finish him!
Yeah! Let him have it!
Slug him!
Not bad at all.
Smash! Fight! Oh!
Watch out!
That hurt!
Don't stop now! That hit the spot.
Filthy thief, just you wait.
Put down that...
Don't you try that again.
The two of us should have a chat.
Listen, you won. Now leave me alone.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
It's possible. I was in the colony too.
Right. What do you want?
How's the situation?
Right now, we've got real trouble. Two factions are building up amongst us mercenaries. Silvio and his people doubt that Lee is following the right plan.
What are you doing here in my kitchen?
I'm hungry.
We don't serve militiamen here.
That's no secret.
You really let Bulko have it, honey. Must have been an exhausting job to thrash that fat swine. Here, have a bite to eat so you'll gain back your strength.
Can I have some more of your stew?
I haven't got any now.
Not even a tiny bowl?
No.
Can I lick the pot then?
Will you cut it out? If you're so keen on my stew, you'll have to do something to get it.
What?
Go see Sagita, the healer who lives behind Sekob's farm, and bring me a package of her herbs. If you bring me the herbs, I'll make you some stew.
You don't have to ask me that. That will never change. He really said that.
Hey!
What do you want from me?
Can you help me improve my abilities?
I could show you how to use your strengths better in close combat. A lot of fighters are very weak because they don't have the technique to use their strength properly. The same is true for dexterity and ranged weapons.
I don't believe this is going to change.
You don't even know how to hold a sword.
Got my own opinion.
That's all
about
just
that.
gossip. I never would have thought of that himself.
That's not what I think or two.
You should have really known better. Hey, where you think you're going?
To the house, of course.
NotR pays us not to let guys like you in here. Just don't let any militia in here. Those were his exact words.
I want to talk to Lee.
What do you want from him?
I agree with you completely.
He and I go way back.
You're a pal of Lee's? I don't believe a word. But go on in. If he doesn't recognize you, you'll know it. Lee's in the right wing. Don't even think about wandering around anywhere else.
Nothing amazing to me anymore.
That's a bad business. That's not what I heard.
I will never change.
You didn't get that from me. Where did you pick that up then?
Do you really believe that?
You have to step in and sort things out.
I'm a little better off myself.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Nobody wants to know.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I can't believe that.
Who let you in here? What are you doing here on my farm?
I want to work for you.
I don't need a farmhand right now. My people see to everything else. You have no business here in the house, so get out.
Got my own opinion about that.
I have a golden plate here. Would this be yours?
Yes, that is it. Thanks a million.
So, what about my reward?
Here, take this. You deserve it.
Who are you?
I am NotR's wife, Maria. What do you want here?
I just wanted to have a look around here.
With all these men on the farm now, there's no peace to be had inside the house. They just keep barging in here.
There's a whole bunch of junk here.
That's right. And most of it is extremely valuable. NotR collects valuable objects. A simple man like me can hardly afford such luxury. I stick to other things.
And that would be?
I collect old coins.
I've got an old coin here.
Show me. Oh yeah? That won't bring much on the open market. I'll pay you a gold piece for it. Exactly as much as it used to be worth.
Nah, I think I'll keep it then.
They don't have any value for you. You'll be back.
I've got an old coin here.
I'll pay you a gold piece for it. Exactly as much as it used to be worth.
Not quite enough. What about 2?
Nothing doing. I'm not a loony. Beat it.
It's a deal.
Good. If you have any more of those, you'll know where to find me.
Interested in some more old coins?
Sure. You still have any?
A few.
Thanks. Here's your money. Bring me all you can find.
Hey, you! Everything fine with you?
If it's something important, go talk to Lee. Otherwise, leave me alone.
Who the devil let you in here? What are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
What makes you think that?
Gorn told me it was you who brought down the barrier.
Yes, that was me, all right.
I never would have thought that a man could survive something like that. What brings you here? You aren't here without a reason.
Gorn told you about me? What happened to him?
You remember him, don't you?
Sure.
He got caught by the Paladins and was sent back to the Valley of Mines with a penal convoy. If the road to the Valley of Mines wasn't plastered with Paladins and Orcs, I'd have sent a couple of the boys already to free him. But the way things are, there's no point. Poor devil.
What exactly are you doing here?
Quite simple. I'm gonna see to it that we all get off this island. NotR hired us to defend his farm, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. But our reward is more than just our pay. By helping the farmers, we cut the city off from its provisions. And the less the Paladins have to eat, the sooner they'll listen when I finally make them an offer of peace. Too bad that you had to join up with them, of all people.
What is your offer going to look like?
Essentially, it will be about our pardons and free passage to the mainland. You'll learn more when the time comes.
He really said that. It's better to watch out who you tell why. Where did you pick that up then? I couldn't care less. That's really not my problem. Let's wait and see what happens.
Don't say you didn't know that.
That was no big deal. As if I didn't have enough to lose. That's exactly what I said.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Been there, done that. Do you have Lee cause more trouble? Do you really think?
All by yourself out here?
Tell me what you want of me, and then go away. I'm busy.
Can you heal me?
That's what you came for, isn't it? Just let me know when there's something wrong with you.
What are you doing out here?
I've been living here for as long as I can remember, attending to my herbs. The forest is my friend. It offers me all that I need.
Who are you?
You haven't heard of me then. Herb witch, they say. Quack, they call me. But when they're in a bad way, they all suddenly remember good old Sagita and her...
Heal me.
Let me see. My ointment will take care of the worst of your wounds.
Can you teach me your herbal lore?
How interesting. I don't get asked that very often. So you want to be my student? Then you'll first have to prove your request is serious. At the moment, I am working on a very rare potion made from exquisite herbs and juices. If you can get me one ingredient, a very rare herb, which I don't have here, I shall train you.
What ingredient is that?
It's an extremely rare plant, an herb called sun aloe. You can recognize it by its intensive almond scent.
Where can I find this ingredient?
The herb I require only grows in places where it can get all the nutrients it needs. These are found in the excrements of a black troll. That's why it's so difficult for me to get the herb, you see?
Let's see if I can get hold of it somewhere.
Well then, good luck with your search.
I found the sun aloe.
Thank you. And now, ask me whatever you want to know about brewing potions.
Thekla sent me to pick up a package for her.
Ah, yes. I had actually expected her days ago. Here's the package. Take good care of it.
What potions can you teach me to brew?
Before I teach you my art of alchemy, I'm first going to tell you what you need to brew potions. The alchemist's bench serves as the kitchen for brewing potions. You will need an empty laboratory flask in which to store the brewed potion. Then you add the required ingredients and there's your potion. You can learn this knowledge from me, of course.
What wares do you have to offer?
Tell me what you want.
those are all just rumors.
Of course we got him in the end. Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Here's the package from Sagita.
Thanks a lot. So you can make yourself useful after all.
Can I have some more of your stew?
All right, I'll be nice then. Here. So you won't starve before my very eyes.
Can I have some more of your stew?
Hey, 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 not so greedy. I'll let you know when I have anything else for you to do.
Of course we got him in the end.
Nothing amazes me anymore. Really true. That's really not my problem.
You have to step in and really didn't deserve
Don't
that.
have to tell me that.
Hey! What are you doing here?
Guarding sheep. And if possible, staying out of trouble.
Doesn't always work, does it?
Nah, especially not with the mercenaries. I'm really glad to be out here in the pasture, although it can be dangerous too.
What's so dangerous in the pasture?
There's a small pack of wolves that roams the area. Lately, the damn beasts have come by and eaten one of my sheep almost every day. A few days ago, I had almost twice as many sheep. I don't want to think what NotR will do to me when he finds out.
Why didn't you tell the mercenaries about the wolves? I thought they worked for you.
Yeah, I know. I should have done that, but I didn't, damn it. And now, with so many sheep gone, I'm afraid to tell anyone about it at all.
But you just told me.
I'm already regretting that, too.
What if I kill those wolves?
You? By yourself? I don't believe it. I'd sooner trust my bellwether to do that.
Forget it. It was just a suggestion. I'll go over to the boys and see what they say about it.
Wait a minute. Okay, you're the greatest and you can take on 100 wolves at once, no problem. Mostly they lurk between the trees near the pasture. I think there were only 4.
Hey, you!
rip you to pieces.
You're in for it now.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
So much for you.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
You're in for it now.
A few lockpicks would be helpful.
Hey, you! I've done in the wolves.
You did it! Thank Innos. But now I still don't know how to tell NotR that all those sheep are gone. It's all that damn Bulko's fault.
What did you say about Bulko?
He's one of the mercenaries. It was actually his job to guard the pasture. But instead, he and his pal Silvio hang around Thekla in the kitchen all day. It's that bastard's fault if I don't get paid for weeks because of the lost sheep. I wish I could at least punch him in the mouth for it, but nobody stands a chance against him. The guy's a killer.
Bulko got what was coming to him. I've taught him a lesson.
The swine deserved it.
You don't have to tell me that. Some problems solve themselves. I never knew. I agree with you completely.
Here, I found your crossbow.
Indeed, this is mine. Don't tell me you were up by the stone circle.
Most certainly.
That was pretty reckless of you, but thanks anyway. Naturally, I'll repay this deed. I hope this is enough.
And that's the truth.
Nobody will learn anything